lost one game last season, which was the last game of the season. Went to Polokwane and lost. But it wasn't the loss that made the noise, Shampo. Shots on target. Firstly, goal attempts, 1. Shots on target, 0. This is what coaches are talking about. How about ball position?
For the first time, I'll look at this and these stats and talk about stats for the first time. But I will easily say the performance over the weekend didn't allow us to win football matches. We didn't play like champions. We didn't play like we wanted to win that match. We didn't show aggression in the boxes. We didn't play in either of the boxes. And I think we allowed Polokwane City to grow in confidence, to interrupt our play and force us back. And normally as a team of Mamelodi Sundowns caliber, we always push the opposition back. But when you see this, the first ball is there, they win the second ball. So they always win the second ball. I think we were dominated in positions that we shouldn't be dominated. And Sundowns always, they dominate the position. They always make sure that they turn the last line of defense. If you look at this is a long ball that is going there. Once we let it bounce, look at how they won it, the second ball. So they created chances from nothing, and that means they wanted it more than we did. They were willing to run for these balls. And we never had an opportunity to play this ball behind their last line of defense. And I believe this is the match where we should really forget it as quickly as possible, because that was so unlike Mamelodi Sundowns to play a game of that nature, you know, allowing oppositions of Polokwane, with due respect, to dominate us with this speed.
This is Apollos we're highlighting, and one of the quickest and best players in the league.
We have quick players to deal with him. That's not the point. The point we're trying to make you is how they managed to turn our last line, how they managed to win the duels. They were just strong on everything. You look at this, they win the ball. The 50-50, they win the ball. So if you can't win all these smaller yana balls, this is what's going to happen. You're going to defend facing your own goals. It's very seldom we can point out that Sundowns can defend facing their own goals. And I think we need to forget about this match and look forward.
Because also, as much as Hlompo is lamenting Sundowns' defense and the way Sundowns play, we need to give credit to Polokwane City. Yeah. This man here, 23 years old, was a handful, although most of the times contained by the quicker players. But he could have caused even more damage.
He could have. And it's good that his teammates actually came to the party, because he wouldn't have done this all by himself.
Yeah.
If you look at the opportunities they created, look how, okay, that's a foul. But if you look at the Orange team, how much comfort on the ball they had. And the passes that were dissecting Sundowns. Now they don't allow Sundowns to have a build-up.
Quicker out.
They're quicker, and look at the fullback where he is now. There he is. He's crossing now, and this is a Sundowns team that I don't know whether is it because some of the players haven't been playing for quite some time and all that.
Look at this Kampala guy.
You know, switch off play and all that. So you're right, Amoti. Polokwane City had a plan, because they start to Achekabok from the back. They play through a midfielder, and they play within the pockets.
Yeah,
that it tells you, Oguti, it's a confident team. Look at that speed behind, and unfortunately, the ground is together.
Yeah,
but that was
the ball wasn't overcooked.
No, it was no ground.
But I ask you this then. I look at the starting 11 of Mamelodi Sundowns and I say, this is a Sundowns that plays with the Mshishi, with the Ribeiro, with the Allende, all quick players. This is Kambala, who was just instrumental.
Yeah, I love Kambala.
He absolutely loves him. Of course, he gave Sundowns the victory in 2019 in that last match. But how many attacking players, how many creative players were part of the Sundowns 11?
Well, I would say the only mistake we committed there is to change the lineup.
Yeah.
The lineup says players need continuous movement and continuous actions. When the previous match should give me the actions that are still coming into the next match.
Because I look at this and I say, you know, in the midfield, you know, somebody's going to make things happen. I see Matthews. you know, Sebang Mabena can't be working with that amount of pressure. He hasn't been a regular in this team.
Yeah.
Who else is going to be the creative player there?
It was difficult for us to single out a player that can establish play for us. Marcelo Allende thought is going to be the player that is establishing play for us. But remember, when you don't have a lineup that is consistent, you'll always struggle with momentum of having these passes. Because we played a lot without the ball in the second half. When you see Gambala having one touch, second touch on the ball, that tells you that we were reacting to situation. And I think you can't be reacting to situations as a team like Mamelodi Sundowns. You should be in control of every match. We lost the grip in the second half, if you look at this. The line, they were higher up, if you look at this. Normally, when the team leaves two men at the back, we terrorize them. But not in this match. Because
Mapangula, you couldn't terrorize there. And of course, 27 years old, he's had some experience. Look at that, going back to 2022 when he started the Nedbank, playing 38 matches. Not a lot of experience as far as the top level, of course, but he's had his games in the lower leagues as well. There was a lot of decisions that raised eyebrows in the Betway Premiership.
Yeah, let's go to Pirates Super Sport. We'll see what we call serious foul play. Serious foul play is a tackle that endangers the safety of an opponent. Using excessive force or brutality, the player must be sent off. Here you can see Sanoka there. He got a yellow card, but what do you see there? That tackle is above the ankle. That endangers the safety of an opponent. So Sanoka should have been sent off for serious foul play. Let's go again on Friday when Pirates play Amazulu and see again another tackle that endangers the safety of an opponent from Boniface Harbour on the same relay. Look what he does, a skillful player indeed, but look at what he does. Hey. This is reckless. Reckless means that the player, the way he plays there, he acted with disregard to the danger or consequences for his opponent. So now that's a yellow card, he got nothing. So this should have been a yellow card for playing with disregard. Let's go to the next one, the same Harbour. Let's see what he does on Mufukeng, and then we evaluate. You can see that Mufukeng has the ball there. Let's see what he does there. This is serious foul play. So this player should have been sent off. Have a look. This is serious foul play. The player should have been sent off, and they are destroying this boy because he's a very good player. They are targeting him. The referees have a responsibility to protect all skillful players. Right. Let's go to Chiefs and SuperSport. There's a penalty appeal. Let's go and have a look as who kicked the ball. The law says kicking an opponent, it's a foul. So let's see that no one has the ball. The ball goes into the penalty area, 50-50, and then who kicked who? Here you can see that Castillo got the ball. What does he get? He kicked an opponent. So kicking an opponent inside the penalty area, a penalty should have been awarded. It was not given, unfortunately. But penalty should have been awarded for Kaizer Chiefs for kicking an opponent. Let's go to Royal AM. Here we see a Royal AM where there's a goal scored. No, this is a penalty one. Yeah. Right. This is a penalty one where we evaluate and see who kicked who. Can you see the clip there? Yes. So as you clip him there, penalty should have been awarded for tripping an opponent. It was not given.
Is that a trip?
Incorrect decision by the referee there. Right, let's go to the last one, the offside one. Royal M scored an offside goal. Let's go and see Tabang Sira or Motebang Sira. He comes behind the goal line. Inside, what does he do? He interferes or he blocks the vision of the goalkeeper. As you can see, the keeper can't see the ball. When the ball comes in, what does he do? He makes an obvious action that impacts on the ability of the goalkeeper. Look at the action there. When he makes that action, flag should have come out for interfering with an opponent. It was not given, so goal should not have been allowed, and it was allowed. Incorrect decision by the assistant referee there.
Another bad weekend.
A very bad weekend.
Another very bad weekend.
A very bad weekend.
Where we nearly lost a promising young player that we South Africans were proud of, and the officials couldn't protect players. We're not talking Mufukeng Jepela, but we're talking about players that are promising that we as a country pride ourselves to say this is a guaranteed 10-year-old player for us. That is gruesome. I've gone through
That's
that.
criminal.
It because now uzosaba because now you have taken a step forward to say you started from here. Now you're flying with your career. And now the opponents are the ones now wants to stop your God-given talent, which it must stop. Those tackles are not tackles of football. They have inside ngapagat. Because, I mean, you can't go over. And then on top of that, you pride yourself with but what do you gain?
Yeah, Dr. Kumalo there, having a lot to say about the tackles on Relebohile Mofokeng, and it's felt like a targeted attack on him. And I think that's why he'd gone at 3 tackles that could have ended his career, that could have stalled his career. Let's take a break. When we come back on the other side, there's still